Hi guys, so today I want to talk to that person that has just finished her 2 years contract and is thinking about extending the contract, maybe working for 3 years before going home, or maybe going home and coming back in the same house to continue working. I want to speak to you. I want to tell you the benefits of working in that house after you complete your 2 years contract. Well, first of all, you see in that contract, when you finish your 2 year contract, in that contract, it's indicated that you're supposed to get your 1 month salary vacation. I know most of you don't know that, okay? And some people know it, but they are afraid to ask. Like you fear telling your boss, to give you your vacation money. Well, you know, that contract, when you're given your contract, your boss is given a copy of that contract. So the both of you has contracts having the same content inside. Okay, whatever is written in your contract, your boss has that contract, and it has the same content. So he knows very well that after 2 years, he is supposed to give you a vacation money, 1 month salary. Well, some girls are given and most girls are not given. It's not because the boss doesn't know. It's because they know, but they just choose to ignore it because maybe you don't tell them. Well, when you're working and you are about to finish your contract, get your contract, sit down, read it. Read your contract very well, from page 1 to page last. Sit your boss down and read with him or her. Tell her what is in that contract. Be reminding them, okay? So that by the time you are finishing your contract, they know that you are aware. You know, some of these bosses, they just ignore because they think you don't know. When you don't tell them, they think you don't know. And if someone doesn't know about their rights, some people tend to ignore it because, you know, it's money, and most people, they are stingy. They don't want to give you that money, but it's your right. You're supposed to be given a vacation fee, 1 month salary. If you're getting 1,000 a salary, that is what you're supposed to get at the end of your 2 year contract. Okay? And if maybe you are working, you have finished your 2 years contract and you want to go back to your country, you don't want to go to your country, like you want to extend without going for vacation, you're supposed to be given vacation money, that is 1 month salary, and air ticket money. Okay? These things, if you don't talk about them, they will ignore it. They will not give you. They will not give you if you don't tell them. Okay? So when you finish your contract and you want to renew, like maybe you want to work for 3 years without going home, you're supposed to be given your ticket money. That is your right. Because you did go home. You're supposed to be given your ticket money and your vacation fee. Okay? But you should ask for it. Well, if you ask your boss for your vacation money and your ticket fee, and they tell you that they're not giving you that money, well, tell them that you are not renewing your contract, like you're going to your country for vacation and then come back. Tell them that. Okay? They're supposed to give you one-way ticket. If he's a kind boss, he's supposed to give you a one-way ticket and your vacation money. Of course, vacation is in the contract. Like if you finish your 2 years, you're supposed to be given that, whether you're coming back or you're not coming back. But some bosses, they use it as a trick. They tell you that you go back, you go to your country, when you come back, they will give you that vacation fee. That is being mean. It's violating your rights. But for the sake of safety, sometimes we tend to ignore and just leave it like that. But that is violating your right. Okay? So before you finish your 2 years, when you are remaining with maybe 2 months, 1 month, you should be reminding them. You should be telling them about this money so that they know that you are aware. So that if they don't give you, they know that you know they have violated your rights. Okay? Then there is this thing about salary increase. Salary increase, you get a good opportunity to talk about your salary increase when you finish your contract and you want to renew. Because now after 2 years, you're not working on contract. You are working on agreement. Okay? You are working on agreement, and that agreement is between you and your boss. Okay? You know, systematically, it's supposed to be when you finish your 2 years, you go back to your office. You sign a new contract. and that is where you negotiate your salary from the office and everything. But us, we don't go to the office. We just decide to do it manually from the home without involving the office. So you're supposed to sit down your boss and negotiate, like, I want to be paid this amount of money after 2 years. Like, now I have finished my 2 years. Like, before I continue with my contract, or before I add another 1 year or another 2 years, or before I go to my vacation and come back, like, I want to be getting this amount of salary. You sit down and you talk about it. Some people get, after 2 years, they get 1,100. Some people get 12. Some people get 13. Some people get 1,500 after 2 years contract. That one depends with your boss. It varies. It depends with the type of work you're doing in that house, how your boss is. You know, some bosses are stingy. They are mean. They will not add your salary with a big amount. But if you don't agree, if you don't settle on the amount that you want to be added in your contract, you can decide that you're not renewing. Like, you're not continuing. Like, you should not be so soft. You should not act so desperate. Okay? And you should not come back to that country before you negotiate the salary. I'm telling you, you'll end up working for the same salary for 5 years. Like the video that I shared here recently of that Burundian girl. She had worked here for 5 years with 1,000 real as salary, because she was not talking about it. You know, as the laws of Muslim, you're supposed to add your employee, is it employee or employer, employee salary 10%. After 1 year, you're supposed to be added 10% of your salary. For example, if you're earning 1,000 per month, you're supposed to get 1,100 after 1 year. But they just ignore it. They know that very well, but they just turn a blind eye on it. So if you don't talk about it, they will ignore it, and you will just get the same amount of salary even after renewing your contract. You should not go to your country and come back and negotiate when you have already come back. No. You should talk about your salary before you leave. If you are going for vacation, before you leave, you should come on agreement. Like, I want to be getting this amount of salary. You negotiate. You come to an agreement before you travel. So when you travel and come back, you already know the amount of money that you are coming to work for. Don't act so desperate, okay? They're supposed to increase your salary. If they don't come back. Go to your country and come with a new contract. Go to another house. Of course, you will not come with the same salary, because those people that have experience, they don't come to work with the same salary. Or you can go to another country. You can pay for your own medication and go to Qatar instead of coming back here to work for 900, for example, if they were giving you 900. You should not settle for less, by the way. You know, if you don't come back in that house, they are going to incur a loss of buying another new girl. They will be spending over 300,000 Kenyan shillings to buy another girl to come and work in that house. So take that advantage. If you come back in that house, they are benefiting, you are benefiting. Both of you are benefiting. Okay? So if you act desperate, you will settle for less. But if you stand firm and show them that you know what's right, like you know how they are going to benefit from you coming back, from your coming back in that house. Like, for example, if you're taking care of kids, you know the kids are used to you now. If they bring another girl, it will take time before the kids get along with her. Okay? And if they are bringing another girl, it's expensive to their side, on their side, because they have to buy her. It's expensive. They have to buy her and still pay her. So they will incur a loss of 300,000 Kenyan shillings. Okay? And for you, it's an advantage, because now you will have a salary increase. You will not work as a jadid. You will not be getting the same amount as someone who is coming for the first time. Okay? But don't go to your country, then come back to negotiate. No. Negotiate before you go to your country. If they are not giving you that ticket money, tell them that you are going for vacation. So that if they were supposed to give you 1,200 for one-way ticket, now they will spend 2,400 for you to go and come back, because they will and they must pay that ticket so that you can go for vacation and come back. And when you go and come back, it's cheaper on their side than when they bring in somebody new. So when you continue with your when you continue working without going for vacation, it's an advantage on them, it's an advantage on you. Okay? So you are supposed to demand for that ticket money. They should give you one-way ticket. Because if you go for vacation, they are going to pay two-way ticket. They are going to pay for your ticket of leaving and your ticket of coming back. But if they give you one-way ticket, it's a plus on their side, because they have saved one-way ticket. Okay, so ask for your ticket if you're not going after 2 years. If you're going after 3 years, ask for one-way ticket. You should be given your one-way ticket money. Whether you're coming or you're not coming, you should ask them for vacation money. That one is in the contract. It's written in the contract. But if you're not coming in that house, and you asked for that vacation fee and they don't give you, just leave it for the sake of peace, because you don't want trouble. Just leave it. You don't want to fight because of 1,000 Kenyan shilling, 1,000 real. You don't want to fight because of that. But if you're coming in that house, you should demand for that. Okay? Because you're coming in that house, it's an advantage on their side also. So if they don't give you that money, it means that they know they are violating your rights, and because they want you in that house, they will give you that money. Okay, my dear ones, I will come to share a video on how I asked for that money, because I didn't know that someone is supposed to ask for this money. By the way, I finished my 2-year contract. I didn't know somebody is supposed to ask for that money. I thought they are aware, and when that time comes, they're just supposed to give you that money because it's in the contract and they have that copy of that contract. So I thought, well, because I finished my contract, my boss is just supposed to come and give me that money because he knows it's my right. But well, he did give me that money easily. Okay, so I will come here and share my tips on how I asked for that money, okay, in my next video. Stay tuned. Bye bye.